Hi guys, so I am back from my appointment, and this was my very first visit for my bariatric appointment. And I guess I just wanted to go over some things if someone may be thinking about or curious or want to know about this process. So I had to go to a particular doctor. I may share exactly where I go if someone's in North Carolina area. But right now, I had to go to this one. I think I said earlier when I left that it was an hour, 45 minutes away. And so I'm back, and it just about took all day. And today, they mainly did my BMI, my blood pressure, my weight, my temperature, all your vital signs. And then also they did just questions over a questionnaire I had to fill out, and I guess verbal questions, usually the same repeated questions. Have you smoked? Or you smoke, your family history, anyone has cancer, all of your family history, all of your personal history, how many children you have, how many pregnancies you may have had, if you had any surgeries, different things like that. So I answered all of those, and I went through all of those with the physician. And I guess my first impression, most of the time, I don't know, I'm a type of person where this is my personal opinion by my experience today. It may change because maybe it was an off day, maybe it was the weather, I'm not sure, but I was really pleased with this particular practice. They are, I shouldn't say supposedly, but they're the best healthcare provider or hospital in probably one of them in the nation. They might be the number one in the nation. So I have to, for every little thing, they're the same people who I had Josiah with as well. I was really pleased with their prenatal, and when I had Josiah in the hospital, I mean, they were just phenomenal and awesome. Now, as far as their metabolic and weight loss surgery, I guess I went with my mom to another office, and the wait time was terrible. But I remember when my mom did come out, she was excited. She said that the nurses and the doctor was awesome. I remember them giving her like a little goodie bag, and I don't know why I'm a sucker for goodie bags. But I know that doesn't have anything to do with it, but I kind of can... I wouldn't say warm and fuzzy feeling when you leave, but just a great overall experience. Also, my mom used to be in healthcare. I have took numerous healthcare classes, health information, medical coding, medical billing, CNA classes. I mean, a lot. And I guess law and ethics, medical law and ethics, and I guess I know what is expected, what is professional, what is not professional. And I guess it started off with the nursing assistant, and she wasn't familiar with some of the software. And I've noticed when I went to my primary care physician that since a lot of doctors have changed over into the electronic system, keying everything into the computer. But I've noticed since they've done that, it seems like it's not as personable anymore. They're busy trying to get it keyed in the computer, and I know it's so much better for coders and billers and for the doctors, and it's probably more up to date and more efficient, and the records are right there at the click of a button. But it just seems like it's so impersonal. They're always trying to get the information in the computer. So anyway, she was having trouble with that. I had to literally tell her what medication I was taking, what I wasn't taking anymore, because it was still in there from when I had Josiah. And I'm sorry, guys, my arm is hurting. She was mumbling. She even put down that I was a smoker, and I'd never been a smoker in my life. And I knew she did, but I wasn't sure. And when the doctor asked me, I was like, no, I don't even know how to inhale or exhale or whatever it's called. And so I was just a little disappointed. I was a little confused, what to expect up next. They gave me a pamphlet folder of what was going to come up next or what's expected at this visit. But still, if my mom haven't went through the process, if I didn't go with her to her first appointment, if I didn't do the seminar, and I guess I haven't did the seminar in a while, and maybe I need to go back and do it again. Online, you can do it online, or either you can go to one in person and ask questions. I would have been a little disappointed, because and lost, because they just didn't do the rundown. They was just like straight business, you need to do this and do this. So anyway, I have to do blood work. I need to go back up to the lab, so it's by the hospital, so I have to do that. And then I have to have a chest x-ray, and I'm looking down, reading stuff, and an EKG. So today, the labs, I just have to do that like whenever it's business hours. My next appointment is the nutritionist on the 28th, and I'm not sure if I said I was going to maybe reschedule it, but I may just go ahead and do it and get it over with, and then just read through all this paperwork, because I know that the nurse will notify me once she gets that back. I also am supposed to go to a psychologist, and I guess they try to see where is your mental standpoint, or how you feel about yourself, or you suicidal, I guess to see if you're stable enough to even go through the surgery. Later I'll be scheduled for an EGD, which is a endoscopy, and I am really nervous about that because I don't think my mom did this. I have to ask her. She's at work right now, but I have to ask her. I know that her and my other family member that's thinking about doing this, they said that they just swallowed something, not swallowed something. They had to drink something that tastes awful to see if they had any leaks in their esophagus or their gastrointestinal tract. So I'm not sure if that's the same thing as this upper GI test that I have to take later, and a cardiac consultation, and then also a sleep study. So I had a sleep study done before. I have sleep apnea, and I don't know if I will always have sleep apnea. I don't have a problem with some people just fall asleep watching TV, maybe driving, just anywhere. I can't do that. I can't sleep or just fall asleep anywhere. But maybe because I am more top heavy, that might constrict my breathing at night. So that's why I have a CPAP machine. I did get that done years ago at the same office that my mom went to. I figured the reason why, if anyone's questioning how I knew I needed one, is because I could tell. I would wake up and I have headaches, and I could tell it was cutting off my breathing. And I think then my mom's wasn't as bad as mine and another family member, but she said that she elevated her head with pillows, and it seemed like as I was letting time go on, years go on, and as time went on, I was elevating my back with pillows, and it was getting higher and higher. And not to say that that is the reason why that I may have lost my daughter. I don't know. They couldn't tell me, but I suspect that's the reason why, because with Josiah I had a CPAP. So it was just, I guess the, when you have sleep apnea, it's like a constriction of your airway. So you're not able to fully breathe. So you may wake up with headaches. You will still wake up and you'll still be exhausted. You're still drowsy throughout the entire day. It's like you can't get enough rest. So that's how I knew. And then I think my blood pressure was going up, because if you get that under control, it will make your blood pressure go down as well. So that's how I knew. So if you were just wondering, well, do I have sleep apnea? Some people have it really, I won't say really bad, but different ways it may affect them, to where they may sleep, be watching TV. They could be at work. They could be reading a book. They could be on the computer. They could be doing whatever everyday activity, even maybe driving, and they could fall asleep. So it's something really, really serious. So anyway, I want to have another one, because I haven't had one in a while, and I believe you're supposed to have them every 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to make sure, let them look at my machine, make sure it's in tip-top shape, if it needs to be cleaned, if it needs to be, if I have any leaks. That's what I'm looking for. If I have any leaks, because also you can still start to have headaches. And then also, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or whatever, but I'll tell you guys, sometimes I will forget something. And when I was 27, 28, it seemed like when I turned that age, I just absolutely could not remember. Before I could remember anything, I didn't have to write down my appointments, something I had to do, something little. And now my mom just says, well, hope you have a lot of stuff to remember now. You know, you got a little one, you got your older boys, you have your bills. And before, I had to remember my business bills as well. So she was like, you got a lot on your plate. But I guess I feel like that's not an excuse, because I used to remember everything. And CPAP, sleep apnea, is one thing that can hinder you from memory loss, from forgetting stuff. Okay, so also what I'm a little disappointed, which is fine, so that's why I went on and started my journey. I have to show 6 consecutive months of trying to lose weight. Documentation, and that's for insurance purposes. So my mom was told that, and my other family member was told that, but I still don't think they went through the whole 6 months, or either it just went by fast for me, because it wasn't my situation, if that makes sense. So I'm going to schedule my appointment tomorrow for go see my primary care physician again, and get this ball rolling so she can fill out this first sheet. And it's just that is it. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. When I do the endoscopy, I don't know if I finished that or not. They're gonna have to sedate me, and they put a scope down my esophagus, and I guess see if I have any leaks or anything. But I think with my mom, they just had a liquid that they took, or either that's for the GI test. So I'm not sure. I have to ask my mom. I'm really nervous about that, because they're going to put something down your esophagus. So I did ask her, do you sedate me or whatever? And she said they do. So my husband will have to go with me because of the sedation. So I need somebody to drive me back home. And I'm trying to think what else, guys. That's it. So my next appointment to see the doctor would be I think she told me May to see the doctor. So I go to the nutritionist next, and then I need to go, probably when I go up there to see the nutritionist, go ahead and go to the hospital and do my labs, and then go see the psychologist, and then go from there. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions or anything, I do appreciate your comments, your taking the time out to like, even if you don't comment. I love to see when it's new people who comment, because I know all the people who comment on a regular basis by heart. But if you're new and you say, oh, hope I never commented, but it just means the world to me to see that you took the time out and that it did touch you some way, the way you commented. I also appreciate, the private messages, the emails that you all have sent me. If I did not, I think it is one person I did not email back. Now remember, and I'm going to find her email and email her back. She was telling me that she really enjoyed the vlogs and everything. So I'm kind of all over the place with my diet, but I have to get back on track with that. With my husband's work schedule, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to the Weight Watchers meeting tomorrow, but I will definitely be on the website and tracking my weight and everything and making sure I walk. And I just like going to the meetings because you have to get on the scale, even though they give you a pass that you can use, but you have to get on the scale, and that I need that accountability to get on that scale more so than anything. And I'm trying to think if that's it. So this, I guess the snow or the ice kind of, got everyone eating comfort food or whatever. So kind of getting out of that and going to get back on track and do what I need to do. Also, I think it was something else, but I can't really think right now. So I guess I will end this vlog, guys, and I will see you this face-to-face in the next video. Bye-bye.